So in today's video I thought I would do a decluttering video. I've seen them about a lot on YouTube at the moment and I love watching them. I just love watching people clear through their drawers and the makeup and cleaning the house. I just find it so satisfying and I've needed to do it with my makeup for a long time. It has definitely become disorganised and I need to sort it out. My plan is to take all the makeup out of the drawer, like each drawer by drawer, and give it a wipe down because it's got dusty and disgusting and there's hair in it and there's makeup in it, and then sort out what I want to keep, what I want to potentially give away, what I could put in my kit, and bits that I haven't used that can go in my kit. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video. So if you've seen my makeup collection, you'll know that I got these drawers for Christmas. They are all very filled up. I'm going to start off with the top drawer, which is the face drawer. I've got this basket which I'm going to just tip, well not tip, but put everything into and sort it out. So after that, there are a few bits that I am going to add to my kit. First thing is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is a pore minimising one. I got this as a sample when I went to the Birmingham Smashbox store, and I've used it like once or twice. Hasn't come into contact with my skin or anything like that, so it's still very good to use on other people. Another Smashbox thing that I haven't actually used but I don't really have much interest in using is another sample, and is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primizer, which is a primer and a moisturiser. Next thing is the Revolution Luxury Powder. This is the banana powder. This is too dark for my skin. I can usually use some banana powders that are a bit lighter, but this is too dark and I've only used this once, and again I tipped it into a tissue so none of this is being contaminated. So again, this is going to go into my kit. And lastly, the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is in the shade Natural. I have two of these and only one of these matched my current shade, which is medium olive. So I've discovered that that is my winter shade and I no longer need this one. So this is going to go in my kit as well. So the next drawer is my face drawer. This is just crowded, it's ridiculous. So I definitely need to sort this out, and there are definitely a few things that I haven't used or won't use again. So let's just have a look in that one. So again, I have another, oh my gosh, overflowing basket, and I have a couple bits that didn't actually fit in here, so some of this has definitely got to go. And going through it, I know there are some bits that I can get rid of, put in my kit or give away, so let's go through this. Firstly, I'm definitely able to get rid of this. I'm going to put this in my kit because I haven't used these, and these are definitely going to be good to put in my kit. I already have a shade that's like that, I know, so why I bought this, I don't know. I think it's when I was just going through like, oh my gosh, makeup obsession, I've just found it and I love it, but I never actually used it. Oh, there's me, hi. So just quickly coming back to my makeup obsession, this is the highlighter that I was telling you about that's quite similar to it. This is by Makeup Revolution, and I got this in an advent calendar a couple years ago, and I absolutely love this, and I don't really need two of it because I don't use this as often, so I know it's not going to run out anytime soon, hopefully. So by the end of that clear out, I definitely have a few more things to add to my kit. First thing is this Benefit Huda Bronzer mini that I got in a birch box. Haven't used this at all, haven't touched it because I've already got my own, so definitely use that. And I absolutely love this bronzer, so I love using it on clients as well. Next thing is the Revolution liquid highlighter. I have not used this, I don't think, and whenever I do use liquid highlighters I always put them on my hand first and then do it so I can control how much I use. So again, I can just scrape this into a palette and then use it, because obviously it's got a little doe foot applicator. Next is the e.l.f. highlighter. This I have used a couple times, but I can just spray it with my makeup cleaning spray that I have in my kit, and then just wipe that clean. So got a nice little highlight, and this is really pretty, but it doesn't always show up on my skin, so I feel like this would be a lot nicer on lighter skin tones. Another highlighter is this by Topshop, and this is called Sunbeam. This is too golden for my skin, so on a darker skin tone would look beautiful. I also have another Revolution sample bronzer thing that I got in an advent calendar a couple years ago. Haven't used this, haven't touched it, so I'm going to put it in my kit. And next I've got a blush. This is too dark for me, I've swatched this. So this is the Makeup Geek blush in the shade Desire. So definitely going to be really beautiful on darker skin tones. And lastly, I'm getting rid of a couple of Makeup Obsession highlighters just in the bottom here. And yeah, I haven't used these, haven't touched them, so they're going in my kit. So next is my eyeshadow palettes. This is going to be a lot to go through, but I think I have an idea of what I want to get rid of and what I want to keep. So again, just going to empty it out and sort it out. So now I've got that piled up again, and a couple more beside that. I'm just going to quickly go through them and sort it out. So firstly, this palette I am going to give away because one, I barely use it, and two, I already have this in my kit as well. So just see, I'll either put it on Depop or see if a friend wants it first, and if she does I'll give it to her. If not, keep an eye out on my Depop for this. So yeah. So the eyeshadow palette drawer is just empty. It's like great. I've just gotten rid of so many that I'm either gonna put in my kit, like sanitize and put in my kit, or put on Depop or give to a friend. So like I said, I'm going to be getting rid of the Freedom Pro Artist Pad Black Arts. Like I said, I don't really use this on myself at all. I have this in my kit already, so there's no point in having a dupe of it. So yeah, it's either going to go to a friend, or I shall pop this up on Depop. The next thing is the W7 Beat It palette. This I've only used a couple times. Did I get this for myself or did a friend get it for me? I think one of my friends got this for me, and I just don't use it anymore. And it sucks because there are some really pretty eyeshadows in there, but I have dupes for these eyeshadows, and there's a particular one that I've used that would just be beautiful on loads of different types of skin tones, and it doesn't always work on mine. And I am sad to get rid of this, if I'm honest, but I don't use it, and I can't hoard something that I don't use. It's just not fair. The more I talk about it, the more I want to put it in my, do you know what, screw it. That's gone back in my drawer. But that's only one thing. Next thing is this number 7 eyeshadow palette. My mum gave this to me, but she didn't use it, and I haven't used it either. Like, it's still brand new with the sticky stuff on the mirror and the little brush that comes with it. Just has not been touched, so getting rid of that. This number 7 as well, this little eyeshadow quad, it has, the centre colour's been used quite a bit, so I might just throw that out, to be honest. Oh, that's a really pretty eyeshadow. No, it's too cool, it's like grey. But I think I'm just going to throw this out. Second thing that I've thrown out. The next thing is this Arbonne Baked eyeshadow, Sugar Plum Baked eyeshadow palette. This, when I first got it, I used it quite a bit, but now I just don't use it at all. So if I sanitize this, I can pop this in my kit, because this has got some really pretty eyeshadows in there. This as well, the I Heart Makeup Explicit Content palette. This is a beautiful palette, but again, I don't use it, so I'm not going to bother. Why is there all stuff on the mirror? I'm not going to bother keeping this if I don't use it, and it's got some really pretty eyeshadows in there that I can use on a client for all different skin tones. So, getting rid of that. And lastly, the I Heart Makeup Golden Bar eyeshadow palette. Again, I've not even really touched this, so I'm just going to put this in my kit. I got it purely because I just like the packaging, but a lot of the shades I have dupes of, or I don't really use, so getting rid of this. So this next drawer is like miscellaneous things, mascaras, crayons, pigments, glitters, all that sort of stuff. I do have a couple of eyeshadow palettes in the back, which I can now hopefully fit into this next drawer. Anyway, in these little jars, these are like empty, what are they called, candle things that I just put in the freezer and then chipped out the leftover wax and the wick and everything and cleaned it out and just kind of used these. I'm gonna quickly go through that. lastly I'm going to move on to the lipstick and lip gloss and liquid lipstick drawer, the lips drawer. And I have a few to go through, so I'm going to just get straight into it. So after clearing out that drawer, I've only come up with 3 that I'm going to get rid of. This one is the H.A.Y New York lipstick. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this, but this is just a navy lipstick and I've never used it, so I'm going to pop that in my kit because that'll be cool for some dramatic looks. Both dark purple, another H.A.Y New York True Matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Thunder. Again, I haven't used this. I do have a kind of muted purple of this brand, and I tested that out and I like this, but I don't know why I've got another one like that. I've got so many dark purple lipsticks, so I'm going to get rid of this, either sell it or put it in my kit, I don't know. And the other one I have is the Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer. This is in Velvet Vamp. Again, I might sell or put in my kit, I'm not too sure. But yeah. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I now have lovely, clear, clean, organised drawers. How long that'll last, couldn't tell you, but yeah. I will link everything that I feel like you might be interested down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!